Welcome back. It is day 107 of our road to 2200. We are in 1949 and we have the white pieces. So we're going to play e4 and my opponent plays e5. We're going to go for the Vienna game, of course, and they play knight f6. So I've been dabbling with d4, but today we're going to actually play f4, the actual Vienna Gambit, and they know what they're doing. So let's take, and then we play queen to f3. If they capture, we'll take with the b pawn. Okay, but instead they go for this line, which I don't think is correct because I can just take, and take. I just take. We got to be a little bit cautious, of course, but we would have d4 in that position. So let's go ahead and capture. Takes. And we're up a pawn. And no questions asked, I don't think. Okay, they're going to try and get a queen trade here? That is kind of ludicrous. Do they think I'm going to hang mate? And it's not even mate, but it would be really bad. So they want me to take, and then I'll just go c3, and then play d4. I mean, this cannot be good. Yeah, just c3 here. And we hung the pawn. Okay, well, we're not as smart as we thought. Okay, anyways. We still have a really nice position we're going to develop. We're going to play d4 and yeah. Nice central control. We can castle. Let's castle before they give us a check or any of that shenanigans. And we'll probably reroute the bishop this way. Now that I'm looking at the position, it's kind of nice here, but we don't need it there. I might also try to trade the bishop off, but not entirely sure on that one. Not anymore, because here it'd be a big blunder. I could ask the question as well. Let's ask the question, because if they take, I'm happy to take like this. Yeah, they just go back. There's no pin, so it's not like a big deal. I'm just going to develop my bishop now. And I'll take a hold of the open file. I'm trying to play like some kind of knight to e5. That's what I would like to do. Yeah, so they go there. Can I play knight e5? Knight e5, bishop, rook takes. The pawn's kind of weak. We don't really want to do that. Also, does this not just trap the rook? Almost traps the rook. Here takes, and then they can do something with this. So we don't really want to do that. I can also jump here, which seems decent as well, putting some pressure on this pawn. Here, if they were to do this, I could take, and then jump in, which is held by the bishop, so it doesn't really quite work. How do I want to play this position? Because I want to keep the pawns intact. That's what I want to do. I could go here. Bishop here. That's also a move. I don't think it's committing too much. We're going to play g4. Because like without queens on the board, I think we're going to be fine. Now they go there. And I could not do that. Maybe I can push and then try to play knight here. Maybe that's the play. Yeah, let's go g5. Force the bishop to a bad square. It's just less active. It's not that it's a bad square. But if they go here, I mean, meh. Instead they go for this. And now I could push, but I think I can just jump in now. Jump in. If knight takes, bishop takes, we have a little bit of pressure here. Opening up my pieces. Also, if the rooks were not seeing each other, this would be on the table. So I'm even considering something like this. because it forces him to do something. Where would he go? Maybe a rook here, attacking the bishop. But then here and then this. Yeah, we don't want to give up the file. I can also go here now. Here takes. Oh, and then he doesn't have this. So bishop here should just win the exchange, because they won't be able to go here now. And since the bishop blocked, low-key genius play there. Low-key genius play. Okay, so they go here. I don't really see the idea behind that. I mean, they have a little bit of pressure on my knight, but I don't really care about that. I should be able to just take king takes, and then I'll just like jump in. If knight takes, then I could take here. No. Okay, well, let's take the exchange. We don't really need to use any time on that move. And now, I even have this. If king takes, double check, and we can take the bishop with the rook. Yeah, I think here, if takes, then I can just take the rook. Okay, yeah, I can sacrifice the bishop here. And then we can play double check with the rook and the knight, so the king will have to move. And then I can take on e4. And if they take here, we just take the rook in any manner. And we have 5 minutes. We should not lose this game. Yeah, so the king takes. Now let's go double check. King here or here. I mean, they're stepping on the same file as my rook, so that can't be good. We also have checks. This might actually be a little bit more accurate, because, well, no, then there's king here. I mean, let's just take. Now there's a threat of this, trading everything off. This is a thing, like it's just game over. I say that, but then last week we posted a game losing down a queen, so yeah. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Yeah, so captures, it's kind of forced, but now we just take. If king here, we just go check. Yeah, they block, but like, even if we trade into this endgame, it's just completely winning. So let's take. Now I could sack, but we're not going to do that. We're going to push the pawn, and now I'm just going to bring the king. There's no need to sack the rook here. Obviously it's possible, but there's just no need. So yeah. Now I could probably go for this, but then king here is going to happen. Let's just walk the king up. Get the king active. Okay, well, that move, let's go all the way back. We need to make sure we don't blunder no skewer. That's about it. Just walking the king in. Want to make sure that they can't really get behind. Yeah, now I'm going to push the pawn. If takes, king takes, and we're going to walk in, and we're going to take this pawn. And to promote, the king is cut off. And we also have a 4-on-3. Everything's in our favor. And my opponent resigns. GG. Okay, we played with a 90. My opponent played with an 82. They just played a bad move in the opening. This is indeed just a free pawn. And then they decided to trade, which we gave the advantage right back because we completely overlooked that they're just going to take this. But we can simply play knight f3, attacking the bishop and protecting the pawn. But my dummy butt ignored that and autopilot c3, thinking, oh, they go back and we play d4. Oh, I'm so smart. Yeah, no. Anyways, yeah, so we got this, and I mean, we have a very nice position regardless. Bring the rooks, and then, yeah, now g4. We go back, and it already wanted us to go here. The reason why I didn't do this was because check, or takes, and I thought they could just move this. I mean, it forces them to a passive square, but like rook d8, and then it says go g5. Oh, the bishop's trapped. Okay, well, I overlooked that. But when they went here, I saw that idea, where we get the exchange, and then we got our beautiful bishop sack. It's not really that great, but... and also, we could have played knight back to immediately get the bishop, but I thought double check, just take, and then, yeah. I mean, it's pretty simple from here. Don't need to go through. Obviously, the idea is takes. If they push the pawn, we take. Otherwise, the king's walking in, and their king is just, they can't do anything. All right, let's play another bad boy. All right, we got Safi here. E4, and we have a Siciliano. The Silly Willy defense. And it looks like we're going to go right into an endgame. Oh, or not. Well, let's develop our knight. And now they've pushed the pawn. I want to probably play c5 or c3. I'm going to go c3 here. Point is, if they take, I get to develop my knight. We have a weakness here, of course, but that should be okay. Now, knight here puts a little bit of pressure on the pawn. I think we just castle. I'm not ever worried about this. Never. Never ever in a million years. And so it takes. And then the knight's got to go this way. F5's going to be on the table at some moment. We could also jump in. Takes would be very nice. Let's see if they'll capture. This does a few different things. First, it opens up the rook file. Second, it opens up the bishop. And it opens up this bishop as well. They're offering me this bishop. And I'm going to oblige. We're going to take that. We are absolutely going to take that. And maybe I want to push here. Are they going to shut it down? They might shut it down. And then what does my bishop do? Let's develop our knight. Maybe the knight's going to go this way. Ooh, okay. They're pushing their pawn. So takes, knight takes. I don't think that's a good move. Like, they're just opening up this file for no reason. And then we can just probably offer them a knight trade. If they take, we can improve our bishop. And also now we're putting a little bit more pressure on the pawn. Slightly. Also, we're never scared because we can just capture back with the pawn. Have a decent center. This is defended twice. So if they were to take, there's only 2 attackers. Okay, and they go there. So I just take. I guess. I mean, I could also just develop the rook as well. Attacking the knight, putting some pressure on this pawn. I mean, our position has to be very nice. I can also develop the rook. Takes. Let's go here. Let's attack the knight. Let's see what they're going to do. They protect. But if I take, takes. I could guess then I can bring out the queen. Or the bishop. Then we can go bishop here. The question is, do we give them the chance to blunder? Nah, let's just develop our bishop. And then activate the queen. And our rooks will be connected at that point. So there's a check here. I'm going to give that check. And the reason why I'm giving the check is because now you pretty much have to move the king. And that's not what you want. And if they go here, then this pawn is pinned. There might be some push. Takes. I'm also wondering if I can go here and just double up. Takes, king takes. No, I would say that we just double up here. Are they threatening to take? Yeah, they are threatening to take. Let's just take back. Bishop takes, I'll step the king over. They want to put the king on this file. There's a free pawn here as well. So we're going to go ahead and protect the pawn, but also attack this. Yeah, the king moves because, yeah, I guess there wasn't actually any threats there, but... Maybe our position's not as good as I was thinking. This bishop's really, really strong. Let's try to double up. Now, if the queen ever moves, we can take here. Pushing the pawn should not be a good move. Should be able to just, like, cement my bishop in here now. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and just improve the bishop, which will add an attacker to this as well. Yeah, now we got a really, really nice bishop. And now we need to make progress. How do I make progress? I'm looking at like some kind of a4, a5 takes ideas. Let's go a4. We're going to try and play a5. We want to split the pawn structure. What does this move do? I don't know. They can't really sack. I'll just take. The pawn will become pretty weak, but I think we'll be okay. So there could be potential stuff there. Can I push? That might be an idea at some moment. Okay, well, if I go here, sacks, I mean, I'm fine with that. Let's go here. We want to push these pawns. I would not be surprised if they're going to sack the rook. And now there's alignments. They go there. Okay, well, I'm going to push the pawn now. If they push, I can take, and then probably take. And if they don't take, I'm going to take. So I don't think that was a great move. Take, and if I get to push the pawn, that could be good. I have 4 minutes versus their 7, though, so we need to speed her up a little bit. And the rooks can swing over. We do have back rank problems, though. So we want to be careful. I'm just shocked that they have not sacked the rook for this bishop yet. This bishop is a monster. And if they ever push this pawn, we can always go here. So that's not really something they want to do. And of course, this... Gotta be a little bit careful. Because if takes, there's takes. They move the rook, so they want to take and take. I'm gonna do it, and then I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna attack this. Their pieces are becoming a little bit uncoordinated. Maybe we have bishop here and push. I could go here. I don't think there's any need for that, though. I could also go like this. We can't go there, actually. What do I want to play? I need to move. Let's slide back. Let's attack the bishop. Maybe they'll blunder the bishop. And I might want to rotate this way. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Can I take? Rook takes. There's king takes. Takes. Can I push, sack the bishop? to take. It's probably not good. Let's now start pushing this pawn. Try to undermine these other pawns over here, I guess. They're going to start pushing this one. Yeah, let's go here. They don't really want to push. I don't think, at least. Yeah. I mean, that does allow me to go here now. Push. Yeah, so let's infiltrate. Maybe some rook sack here in the future. Check. Maybe. But it's just a really nice square for my rook. I'm threatening to move the bishop also. So I can go here with an attack on the bishop. No, I can't. Takes. I'm going to go here. It's very committal, but I want to push this and bring the queen to the party. That's what I'm looking at. And yes, I'm always looking at tactics here. So this might actually be a move to pick up this strong bishop. And then maybe get the rook in. As long as we're not blundering the back rank. The rook's always got to be there. Starts pushing the pawn. Check. Check. King here. Check. King back. Check. Takes. Check. Ooh, actually, this might be a really nice sequence. I think I can actually sack the pawn. And then if they take, we have queen h2. If they don't take, well, I have a bishop sack. Take here. But I can also just come into the party and threaten mate. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, but we just go checkmate. GG! Ooh, yeah, they sacked the bishop because they got scared. But yeah, it's just, you gotta look at this. But we'll run through the whole game. Ooh, that was nice. I'm very happy with that. We played with an 87. Opponent played with an 80. So we got the silly willy defense, of course. Now, in this position, there is a line where you take. Queen takes, bishop takes. You go into an endgame. My opponent didn't want to do that, apparently. Instead, we have this position, and the computer's screaming for me to just develop my knight, but we didn't do that, and now we finally do. And black is pretty much better here on out until they aren't. They started making some little mistakes, but here we should play like rook b1 apparently. And their king got relatively safe. And then here they allowed my bishop to become really strong. And then we start trying to pick away at their pawn structure. Queen a4 is the best move here, but that literally just gives up a pawn, so it's kind of hard intuitively to do that, I guess. But it stops this move b5 at the same time. We take, move the queen back. And we should play g4. I guess the idea is to play like g5, and if takes, I don't really understand, but I guess because like we want to try and undermine this and infiltrate here. And then, yeah, we're playing with our pawns because we need, whenever you have a position, like you need pawn breaks to make progress, basically. So that's what I'm trying to do here with h5. And then g5 is like so committal. Apparently we can already play h6, but instead we do this. And the idea of moving the g-pawn, the computer says g3 is better. I'm not entirely sure. I'm thinking maybe g3 is better so that in the endgame, you might have one extra waiting move. Maybe the computer is seeing like 20 moves ahead, and that's the difference maybe. Now, I'm just a dumb little human, so I say, me want to open queen, me can move pawn 2 times, me move pawn 2 times. So yeah, we do that, and the whole idea was that we wanted to give a check, and the point was if the king took, I was going to give a check, king back, takes, now I'm going to go a little bit slow, look at that, our calculation's correct, takes, and then I was going to give a check, if king back, checkmate. This is what I calculated, and I'm happy that my calculation was correct all the way back here, which is perfect. Seeing the nice little rook sack, but they didn't take. They literally walked themselves into a mating net. Notice the bishop here, notice the pawn here, and now the pawn is protected, so it's not able to be taken. And whenever you have a position where the king literally has no legal moves, if you can give one check, that's all you need, it will be game over. And so my opponent takes, but that is checkmate on the board, and I'm happy about it. I'm very happy about it. Very nice checkmate. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.